Hey everybody, Sean here from GiveMeAct.com. Here we are today in Cookie Clicker, and I'm going to be showing you how to use the Open Sesame cheat. The Open Sesame cheat is going to give you access to the debug menu, which you can use to auto-unlock achievements. So at any point in the game, what you want to do is you want to make sure you click on your bakery name in the upper left. You are then going to want to click on Customize. This is going to allow you to rename your bakery. In order to use the cheat, you're going to name your bakery whatever you want, but you're going to need to have the name end in the phrase says open sesame. It's going to be all lowercase, all one word. So anything that precedes that can be whatever you want, but the name has to end in that phrase. So SAYSOPENSESAME, all one word, all lowercase. Once you punch that in, just make sure you then click on confirm. You know you've done it right if you can see the FPS counter in the upper left. That's going to mean the debug menu has been enabled. Now, to use the cheats provided to you in the debug menu, you're going to go to stats, and then once this is open, you should have access to the debug upgrades. All of the cheats are going to revolve around this set of upgrades. The one that we are going to worry about is going to be this one right here. It's going to be fourth over from the left. It is called Neuromancy. Make sure you enable that. That's basically going to allow you to give yourself any upgrade at any time you want. Now, of course, you can use this to make the game a lot easier if you do plan on actually playing. However, if you scroll all the way to the bottom of the list, you're going to get to the section known as milestones. With the exception of one achievement, every single achievement in this game is going to be tied to a milestone, and if you can use this menu to give yourself the milestone, it should also give you the corresponding achievement that goes with whatever milestone that you enable. So there's going to be a total of 618 milestones. Only 47 of them are going to have an achievement tied to them, and those are going to be the 47 that you need to unlock. Now, you can sit here and try to enable them one at a time, giving yourself every single milestone. However, if you just want the ones that are going to be tied to achievements, you're going to need to look for them. So we're going to start out at the top and then work our way down. We're going to go down to the third row and then go 12 over. So you're going to want to be on this question mark. Just hit the A button to enable it. You should unlock the achievement then and there. This one's going to be a little extra for 15 gamer score. Every time you enable something in this menu, it's going to kick you to the top of the list. So you are going to have to scroll back down every single time. So make sure you are a little patient with this one. But if you are given the locations of the milestones that get you the achievement, you can get this done way quicker because you should be able to just enable what you need. So next closest one, you want to make sure you go down to the 7th row, and then you're going to go over 16. It should be the third to last one in its row. That's going to give you the round of applause achievement for 75 gamer score. Next one up, you're going to go down one row to the 8th row, and then you're going to go second from the left. So make sure you click on this question mark to give yourself the next achievement, which is going to be Freaky Jazz Hands. This one's going to be for 15 gamer score. Once you get that one, the next few are going to be pretty easy because they're going to have an easy to follow pattern. So for the next one, you want to make sure you go down one row. You should be on the 9th row. Go over 7 from the left, and that should get you the next achievement. Then with each subsequent one, you're going to repeat this pattern where you go down one row and then go over one to the right. You're going to basically form a diagonal line. You're going to keep this up until you get to the 20th row. When it's all said and done, the diagonal line we are forming right now is going to be 12 things long. It is going to end on the achievement Chubby Hadrons. So make sure you are paying attention so you stop in the right place. Now, once you finish up that diagonal row with the Chubby Hadrons achievement, you're going to go down 2. So you're going to skip the 21st row, and then you're going to be on the 22nd row. You want to make sure you are on the first one, so as far left as you can go. Make sure you click on that one to get the Palettable achievement, and we're going to set up another smaller diagonal row. So we're going to have another pattern right here. This one's going to be about 7 things long, so make sure you do the same thing. Each subsequent one, you want to make sure you go down 1 and then 1 over to the right. You're going to keep this one up until you get the Self-Improvement achievement on the 28th row. So once we get the Self-Improvement achievement, we're going to be done with that diagonal line. We're going to go down 1 row to row 29, and then we're going to go over to the left 2 spots. This should be the 5th one from the left of the total row. That's going to get us our next achievement right here for 15 gamer score. We are then going to stay on row 29, as there's going to be a total of 3 of them on this row. So from the last one, you want to make sure you go over to the right 5 spots. This is going to be the 10th one over from the left overall. That's going to get us the next achievement right here for another 15 gamer score. And then right after you get that one, you want to make sure you get the one immediately to its right. This is going to be the 11th one over from the left. That should get you the next achievement. This one's also going to be for 15 gamer score. We are then going to move on to the next row, which is going to be row 30. There's going to be another 3 on this row. Thankfully, the 2 on the right are going to be a good guide. So the ones on row 30 are going to be directly beneath the ones on row 29 for the rightmost 2. So just make sure you backtrack to those last 2 and then get the 2 that are directly underneath them. So that's going to be the ones that are 10 and 11 over respectively. So make sure you get both of those, and then you're going to go to the left. Make sure you leave a gap of 2, and then make sure you get this one right here. This one should be the 7th one over from the left overall for this row. So make sure you click on this one to unlock it, and that's going to get you the next achievement right here for another 15 gamer score. We should be good to move over to the next row down. This is going to be row 31. There's only going to be one here, which is going to be the 4th one over from the left. So click on that to get the next achievement. This one's going to be for 15 gamer score as well. With that one taken care of, we are going to move on to the big row, which is going to be row 32. There's going to be a total of 8 here that we need to unlock. Thankfully, the first 2 are going to be very easy to find, as they're going to be the very first 2 in the row. So make sure you get the first and the second one over from the left, and that's going to be a good starting point for this big row. Once you get those 2 taken care of, you're going to head back to row 32. You're going to skip the 3rd one, and then you're going to get the 4th one. So make sure you leave a gap. That's going to be 1 big. That should get you the next achievement right here for 15 gamer score. Once you get that one, we're going to then skip the 5th one. So make sure you leave another gap. That's going to be 1 big. And we're going to go to the 6th one over. So that should get you the next achievement right here. And then you're going to get the one immediately to its right. So this is going to be the 7th one over from the left. So once you get that one taken care of, you should be good for the next achievement right here. Then we're going to go back down to the row. We are then going to leave a gap of 4. So make sure you go over to the right 5. We should be on the 12th one overall on this row from the left. So make sure you click on that. That should get you the next achievement. And that's going to leave us with 2 more. We are then going to backtrack to that same row. You want to make sure you go over 4 to the right. You should have a gap of 3. This is going to be the 12th one over from the left overall for this row. Make sure you get that one. And then finally, we're going to get the last one on this row after we get this achievement. So make sure you backtrack again, and you're going to get the one that's going to be the rightmost one on this row. So from the last one, we're just going to go over 2 to the right. Make sure you leave a gap that's going to be 1 big. That should put you on the far right, and that's going to get you the next achievement. And thankfully, that's going to wrap up row 32. From there, we're going to go down to row 33. There's only going to be one here. It's going to be the 6th one over from the left. It's going to be underneath the All Hail Santa milestone. So make sure you get it right over here. Once you get the Nihilism achievement, we should be able to move on to the next row underneath that. This is going to be another big row that has another 8. Thankfully, they aren't going to be too hard to find. So we're going to go down 1 to row 34, and then we're going to go to the 8th one over from the left. This is going to give you the Wizard is You achievement, and then we're going to go back to that row. We are then going to move over 3 to the right. We should have a gap of 2, and we should be on the 11th one over from the left. You want to make sure you start with this one, and you're going to go over and get every single one until you get to the second to last one on this row. So that's going to be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17 over from the left. It's going to be hard to miss as long as you go in order. You're just going to have a solid straight line right here on this bottom right corner of the milestone section. So now that we got that one taken care of, we should now be on the last row, which also happens to have the last achievement we are going for. It should be right smack dab in the middle, 4 over from the left right here. This is going to get us the debt evasion achievement. This one should be the 47th and final achievement you can unlock in the milestone section of the debug menu. So make sure you double check and make sure you have everything. But you should be 47 out of 48 of the total achievements, as there's one achievement that we cannot get using the milestone section of the debug menu. So stay tuned until next time, where we are going to be using the debug menu in order to get that last achievement. But that's going to be it for now, and that's all there is to it.